Well, good morning, everybody. January 2025. It is cold. It started out 3 degrees, -9 wind chill. That's cold for today. And it's going to be cold again tomorrow. But, I don't have much to say today. It's just that, hey, we have two big things going on, country-wise. Martin Luther King, great man. What great insight he had. His insights for the future started with a dream. I have a dream, he said. So we'll discuss that here in a minute as well. But we also have our 47th president, Donald J. Trump, becoming president, inaugurated today, all the pomp and circumstance that goes along with it. And, man, it's cold sitting here. But, hey, whether you like Trump, whether you don't, we all like the United States of America. The United States of America. We should be rooting and fighting and showing and supporting, being supportive of the United States of America rather than against a person. Our principles have stood for years. Our Constitution has stood for years. There's no reason to break the Constitution and start all over again. This country stood, whether it was good, bad, ugly. Yes, there's some really bad things that we did years and years, decades, centuries. We've only been here about almost 250 years. But yeah, we acknowledge that some of the ideologies were wrong. But yet, the same principles stand no matter what color we are, what language we speak, what we do for a living, how we talk, how we act. We're still the United States. There's always going to be some bad people going on, whether they're in this country legally or illegally. My opinion, these illegal people who are in our country that are criminals, what's the point keeping them here? They need to go back wherever they came from. So however that shakes out with these deportations, criminals, if we can get rid of them, send them back. My opinion, there's no point keeping them here, using our tax dollars to fight for them or to feed them. They don't belong. My parents, they came into this country legally. My dad from Belfast, Northern Ireland. My mom from Canada. They came in here legally. How about you all? Do you have relatives who came into this country legally? It can take time, yes, but I'd rather have vetted these people who want to come to our country. I'd rather take the time to make sure they are not bad people. They don't have bad intentions to start with. Everybody can always change their minds once they get here. But we need to stick to the laws. These laws are here for a reason, and that is to protect us. I'm thankful that we have laws. I'm thankful that we have people who want to uphold those laws. I'm thankful that this country, we can allow peaceful demonstrations like Martin Luther King. I'm thankful that we have that freedom to stand up peacefully, that we can legally do that. You know, what country in the world has the freedom we have? But let's don't stomp on the freedom. Just because we have freedom doesn't mean we should do something. Even in the Bible, it says, why do I do the things, Paul said, why do I do the things that I do? and don't do the things I should do? Why do I do the things that I shouldn't do? Why don't I do the things I should do? Come on now. That insanity thing, come on. Come on. If you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. If we keep letting illegal people sneak into our country, sneak into this country, and do criminal acts, why should we keep them? Somebody, please answer that question. Why should we keep illegal people who do not belong in our country? Why should we keep them here when we can get rid of them? Go back. Maybe they can get rehabilitated in their own country. We have an opinion. You know what? I'll respect everybody's opinion. But I will also at some point and sometimes agree to disagree. We were at somebody's house over the weekend. Some of them were very staunch, strong Democrats. Some were Republicans. But you know what? Even when little comments were made, nobody got mad. We just carried on playing our games. That's how we should do. We can have an opinion, but we don't hate the person for an opinion. Come on. How silly is that? Hating a person for their beliefs. Hating a person for how they think. Hating a person for how they vote or voted. We can't live like that. This country is alive and well. We want strength. We want to have freedom. We want to still have freedom to agree to disagree. But because I agree to disagree doesn't mean that you should shut me down and cancel me. Let's don't do that game. That's wrong. I'm not even going to say that's silly. That's just flat out wrong that we hate somebody for how they think and how they believe. We all have that opinion, and I do too. And so do you. We'll always have opinions. But let's just don't cancel somebody out. Let's don't hate them. Let's support this country. This country's going into a new phase. Today, Monday, January 20, 2025. Today. Let's start today changing something. If there's somebody that you know, or someone that I know that I hold a grudge because of the way they voted, the way they think, the way they believe, their Christian beliefs, their non-Christian beliefs, their Muslim beliefs, let's reevaluate our disdain, our hatred, our dislike for somebody just because they think different than I do. Hey, y'all be thinking about that. It's on my mind today. Thank you to Martin Luther King for what he did in Salem. He led the march that has stood for years. That people look to that. There's good things coming. There's good things coming. Let's reevaluate how we think towards one person, two people, three people. We change this world one at a time. One thought at a time. One person at a time. One action at a time. All right, y'all. Y'all be great today.